Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I thought I'd mention to you something I've noticed here since I've been back in the States. This is, what is this? This is December, probably about the 10th, December 10th, 2013. And I've been back here about almost 2 months. And one thing I've noticed, police and military seem to be getting about the same kind of thing now. They're using the same type of tactics, I guess you'd call them, or procedures. And I thought, well, maybe this might be a good time for me to mention what I do in Central America. Central America, they're under martial law. Everybody knows it. Here in the United States, I think we're under martial law. Just because you don't see the tanks, the procedures that they use here in the United States are really similar to what I find in Central America. When you have to go along with what they say. If you got good policemen, they don't ask much, and they've got a good, how do you say it, a good attitude. And but right about there is where it stops, because when you get a prick for a law enforcement person, if you don't cooperate the way they think you should, you know, they're going to be real nice and polite, and if you're not nice and polite back, then you got something to hide, and then they get kind of ugly. So in Central America, I'm nice and polite all the time. Here in the States, I'm polite, and down there I'm polite, so I don't really have too much trouble unless, like I say, they're a prick, and then you find pricks in Central America just like you find them here in the United States. So, but in Central America, I don't know if they're a prick because I don't speak the language. So I won't know about it until I get screwed. So what I do is I take preempt measures so I don't get myself screwed. And what you do, or what I do in Central America, when they stop me in a roadblock, or they don't do the lights kind of stuff, but what they'll do is they'll flag you over, and then they pull people right out of the traffic and they stop you. Here in the United States, according to the Supreme Court, they have to stop everybody, so they stop everybody. Down there, they just start picking people out of the traffic. And when they pick me, and then I get stopped, I roll up my windows right when I see that they're going to stop me, and then when I pull over, I stop, I get out of the car, and then and I lock the doors when I get out of the car. And I have my papers and everything down in Central America. You need papers, you need your passport, you need papers on the vehicle, and driver's license. And so I would have all that stuff. Oh, what I'm looking for is Xena. I'm out here on the side of the road, and Xena's getting some running around time, and I'm keeping an eye on her, so that's what I'm looking around for. I'm not robbing a bank or nothing like that. So, but yeah, I'll stop my car, I'll get out, and I'll lock the doors, and I have all the papers. And then I don't understand what they're saying, so I just start giving them papers, because that's all they need. And then, but sometimes what they'll want to do is they'll want to look in my trunk. And now down there, they just do what they want to do. See, there's gun control, so they're the only ones with guns, so whatever they tell you, you pretty much got to go along with it. So what I'll do is I'll say, okay, and I'll go over there and I'll open up the trunk. And then I'll watch them as they look through my trunk. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm watching them so they're not stealing anything out of my trunk. But another thing, if they find stuff in there that they really like, what they'll end up doing is they'll kind of pick a little something out of their pocket and they'll kind of drop it in the trunk. And then as they're looking around, wouldn't you know, I've got something in my trunk. So now they're going to get everything I have. They're going to take everything. So this way, while I'm watching them, it's less chance it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's not going to, but there's less chance. And anyway, I'm watching them. They know I'm watching them, so then it's harder for them to do this stuff and try to get away with it. And then I'll close the trunk when they're done, and then they'll say, well, they want to look inside the car. So then what I do is I'll go on and unlock that door and open the door and let them look right there. What they'd really like to do is they like to open up all the doors, and then they surround the vehicle and everybody's going through the thing. We don't do that. We do one door at a time, and then I lock it and I go around to the other door, and one door at a time while I'm standing there watching. Same reason. They're not going to plant nothing on there, and they're not going to steal nothing when I'm watching them. So, you know, the thing is, you gotta watch yourself. Don't allow the opportunity for them to victimize you. And the more you watch this, the more you understand what's going on, and you take preempt steps, the less likely you're going to get victimized. And it's the same thing here in the States. You need to know your constitutional rights. I wouldn't suggest you say, you know, I got constitutional rights, because the way I've been seeing so far, when you mention Constitution, they think you're a terrorist. So then automatically they get all huffy and puffy and you got problems. But I would say that you keep an eye on them, and be cooperative. It's no big deal. And it's no big deal like, I'm not doing nothing wrong kind of, no. There's still certain parameters you're going to let them do. They want to look in your vehicle, you say, ask them if they have a search warrant. It's just that simple. And I say, if they give you a hard time or something, you do what you think is right. Me, I'm a constitutionalist. I really believe in the Constitution. I don't need to tell them that they don't have a constitutional right. But and then again, remember too, I'm older, I'm wiser. I guess I carry myself so then I don't look like a victim. So normally they don't really want to mess with me when I can see it's starting to get ugly. And we do, just like I said in my other videos, when you have problems, when you see you do have a prick, then what you do is don't say nothing, and you just ask for a supervisor. And don't cooperate, don't say nothing, don't do nothing. Wait for the supervisor to come. And like I said, and I think I said in one of my other videos, one time I ended up with 5 supervisors and the bomb squad before I finally got through my situation. And same thing, I didn't get in any trouble or anything. And but like I say, I just stood my ground and did whatever I had to do to get through the situation. And it just ended up 5 supervisors before I got through the situation. Okay, that's my sticker for Guatemala. Like I say, I'm in the United States now, and this is my sticker for Mexico. And those are the things that draws attention. That's how I get myself in trouble. They see that, they see I'm a tourist, and they think they got a victim. So, so everybody's got their things they got to deal with. Just keep in mind, you do have rights. Use your rights. Like what I say, use them or lose them, and know what your rights are. Be strong. This is Mike. NoStressMike.com.